What's going on, guys? In this video I want to show you guys what I was explaining in the Evolution Traders, I believe it was the indices channel, where I kind of posted this chart mock-up, and I was talking about if we were going to go long and how we were going to utilize that daily 5 SMA, which is this green line that you see right here across the screen, right? So we came down, we broke through it, we remounted once, nice bounce. We came down, we broke through it, we remounted, decent bounce. We came down, we broke through it, hell of a bounce, but I was letting you guys know that we still had some supply at the 20 SMA and the VWAP. Okay, so although this was an active 20 SMA play here, it was a little bit of a grinder for about 5 to 10 minutes before it finally started to pay out. The main thing that I wanted to see was a break over the swing high. Okay, so I put this on there, and I posted this in our indices channel, or I forget which channel I posted it in, but it's definitely in there in about 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. And what I said here on the notations was swing high needs to be reclaimed for long follow through. Okay, so this swing high, so this pullback, this swing high needs to be reclaimed, which happened at 9:10 Pacific Standard Time in the morning New York session on July the 8th. Needs to be reclaimed. So what does that mean? Means that price needs to break above it and close. That's a reclaim, a remount of this swing high. Once that happens, your entry is simple. It's any price action that follows that takes out that break and remount, that reclaim of that swing high. Does that make sense? So you would be getting in over 22,924, and you're going to see this 5-minute candle shot all the way up to 947. We're talking about 23 points in 5 minutes. Now, what's your stop loss? Well, very, very simple. Any closure below, right, below that swing high, 22,915. So on this particular setup, the risk on the table was about 10 points. It was about 10 points. And you could have given yourself a little bit more leeway, a little bit more wiggle room if you incorporated a stop loss below VWAP, below the 20 SMA, which is are your supports here. And you're going to see it actually went all the way up to a price of 962 from 924. So we're talking about almost 40 points here, 35 plus points on that run up. Now, it's clearly pulling back here. Okay, so for all of you gamblers and people who want to throw on these trades and think that just because you have a setup or an entry that it's just going to go in your favor all day, well, if you were holding, guess what? You just gave back all those 20 points, all those 30 points, all those 35 points, almost 40 points you gave back because you're just too greedy. I definitely recommend, especially in this market, in these conditions, one thing that you want to use as an absolute gauge for your take profits is if you are not looking at the average true range on the time frame that you are trading and using that as confluence to take profits on your scalps, you're doing yourself a big disservice. So right now, currently, we are looking at a 23-point ATR. In a situation like this, I would be looking for 10 to 13 points. In the best case scenario, I would be looking for 20 to 23 points max. And if you were and came into this trade with that understanding, you would have made money. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is a beautiful trade, even though the price action's been a little choppy. The price action's been a little bit slow today. The price action's really not above yesterday's highs or below yesterday's lows. There's still opportunity to make money inside of these channels. You just have to be a little bit more patient. You have to know exactly what you're looking for. Again, am I saying that every single one of these setups will work? Absolutely not. But just following the rule book and the playbook of Technical Analysis 101, supply to supply and demand to demand, as soon as you reclaim a level of supply, you would look towards the next area of supply to reclaim. In this particular scenario, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what would be the next area of supply since we've broke this swing high? Well, guess what? Look to the left of the chart. This swing high here at 943 would have been a great target. Reclaim supply into the next area of supply. absolutely beautiful trade. Just wanted to highlight this for you guys and kind of put it out there. Again, if you guys want to join Evolution Traders, that link is down in the description box below. To everyone that's already inside my room and you guys are watching this video, start to get familiar more and more and more with these potential setups. I do my best to try to highlight them in real time as best as possible when I see these setups start to perform. Again, I'm not sitting here looking for a million setups a day. If I'm able to catch 1 or 2 setups early, which I'm already done trading, I took a couple 20 SMA plays to the short side earlier, but with that being said, just getting yourself familiar with playing price action and playing these levels and playing these channels and using ATR as a take profit and using the VWAP and using the 20 SMA and using your daily SMAs to give you that gauge and that confluence and those boundaries to play with inside. It's like a sandbox, right? Imagine a sandbox. It's a nice square sandbox, right? And inside the sandbox is the sand. We want to keep the sand in the sandbox. We don't want to really trade outside of the sandbox. So look at your channels as sandboxes. If you're at the bottom of the sandbox, well, guess what? We want to trade back inside to the top of the range of the sandbox. If you're at the top of the range on the sandbox and you push back down, you want to stay inside and playing back and forth in these ranges. When you break outside of the sandbox, if we were to break down the lows of 22,841, we would be going short. If you break through a prior swing high, you're looking to play outside the sandbox into the next area of the range here, the next supply zone. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm trying to use analogies that might resonate with you and make some sense. But again, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the thumbs up button. It really helps out my channel. It really helps spread the message. Also, guys, Apex's 80% off sale is ending today. Make sure you guys are using code DAnthony to get those evaluation accounts. Start playing these setups. If you're uncomfortable, you're unfamiliar with them, you want some practice, use it on an evaluation. Never risk your own cash. I will see all of you guys on the next video.